Hey guys, welcome back. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this. Yeah, I think it's time to go. I don't know what's casting that shadow, but I wouldn't walk that way. That alley seems a little crowded. Maybe find another alley.
What is going on? People are saying that this is a Silent Hill fashion show or something, bro. Because what is this about? How is this fashion? People are saying that that fashion show was in Denmark, Northern Europe. Was that really a fashion show, guys? Because that must be the scariest one I've seen. I mean, it almost reminded me of this right here. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. Something walking at me looking like this, whether it's a fashion show or not, I'm gonna be ready to do what I gotta do. Because I wanna look at it like it's fashion. But who's putting this together? That's the real question. I mean, it's giving me this type of vibe. This type of vibe. I don't need that in my life, to be honest with you. Things are getting real interesting out here, guys. Day by day. Second by second. So I think at this point, we're worried about the wrong things. Because people out there are creating fashion and art in the greatest form. It's a fashion show. Everybody comes out with these cool costumes. And of course, entertainment purposes only. Just enjoy the show. Would you go to this fashion show? I don't know. Let me know. I'm out.
I must really not understand fashion. Like, seriously. I get it's not supposed to be a real fit. Like, no one's gonna wear this in real life. But how does this inspire real clothes?
I don't believe in a flat earth. But after this video, you'll understand why others do. What the earth looks like? I mean, the photos of Earth, we roughly see images like this of our planet. But what if I told you that not a single real photo of the entire Earth exists? It's impossible to take one single picture that fits the whole Earth in the frame. All the images of Earth on the internet are made from different photos, taken from various parts of the planet, and then stitched together. Sometimes when we zoom in on these images, we can notice that the clouds are simply copied. There are even comments from NASA employees saying that yes, there are gaps between the photos, so they have to use Photoshop.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit. It is Photoshop.
Next example, let's look at the globe. We're all used to the idea that Antarctica is at the South Pole, and the Arctic is at the North Pole. Flat Earth believers think that the South Pole is actually a barrier around the edge of the Earth, while the North Pole is the center. Remember in 2018 when Elon Musk sent a car into space? Everyone watched and thought, okay, the Earth is round. But something seemed strange. For a split second there was a glitch, something unclear. Wait, were they filming this in a studio? Elon Musk himself commented on it.
Tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was...
Engineers also say it was nothing more than a technical error. In the late 1950s, a law was adopted saying that no one could visit Antarctica. Well, you can, but only under supervision. But reaching the very South Pole and going deep inside? No, that's impossible. Flights are restricted there, and overall it's a closed territory. Flat Earth believers think this is the edge of the world. And do you know what's interesting? Look at the emblem of the United Nations. Doesn't it resemble something? Yes, it looks like a flattened map of the Earth with ice around the edges, like a barrier. And this is only a small piece of the facts used by Flat Earth believers. But what do you think? Do you believe in it?
I gave you a chance. I still don't. I don't believe it. Here's what I don't get about Flat Earth. Why is it just not good enough to believe we didn't go to the moon?
That guy, he's got something on the back of his head.
Oh, whoa.
What the hell,
Can
bro?
we interview you for our YouTube channel? Okay. This guy's got something, you got something on the back of your head.
But I got something on the back of my head?
Yeah, it's like a...
Oh, you mean my hook nut?
Get a picture of that. What is,
Yeah, that's just my hook
Can I
nut.
see it?
Yeah.
What is that?
It helped me sleep right.
That helps you sleep right?
Yeah. So I'm a stomach sleeper. Yeah, and so the thing they don't tell you about stomach sleeping is you're gonna have trouble with pillows. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to just be, you know, I'm straight in on that pillow. I don't do none of the side stuff.
Okay.
You know, I'm straight down in it. And memory foam was comfortable. You can't breathe in that much. You know, like you suffocate. And then I tried that polyfill, whatever. You might as well be sleeping on a sheet of paper. You know, it's just squish. You know.
Yeah.
And then I switched it down, and then it turned out I was allergic. I had hives all over. You know, I looked like just like I had pimples and whatnot. But I had this idea. I went to one of them. It's like a tattoo / body modification place, and cool white dude with swabs all over him. He did what they call a subdermal implant. That's what you want to ask for. And he put this nut in my head, and then I screw a hook in it, and then I got this chain that fall from like right above my bed, and I put the hook through it, and it's just like my head just levitate, just like, man, just totally can breathe free. Don't got no, it's not warm, you know, not too hot, not
This
too
is
cold.
the dude from
just
Valve.
freedom.
Alright, I've heard enough. There's no way this is real. That's what he looked like, just like this. That's literally him. That's the guy. I don't believe it. I don't think it's real. I think he's lying. I think it's a conversation starter, and that's pretty much it. That's not even ball lightning. That's straight up just fire, bro. That's some AI fire. Stop it. No more of this. No more AI. Go back to faking videos the good old-fashioned way.
Okay, so everyone in the US is showing how their bread does not dissolve underwater
It doesn't.
and is pretty much rubber. I want to show you Australian bread underwater. Alright. Straight away.
Wow. 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 Why are we the only ones being poisoned? Why us? Why is it us? Why are we the only ones eating yoga mats? This is upsetting. On a side note, underwater. Oh my god. That's all I can do is make fun of the accent because I'm getting fake bread over here and it's not fair.
And they're finally doing it. They're trying to learn how to get into the house. Definitely have to keep that door locked from now on. And they're finally doing it. They're trying to learn how to get into the house. Definitely have to keep that door locked from now on.
Damn, they're trying to get domesticated hard, bro. I think they're actually trying to go right past domestication and go right into burglary. I don't blame him. Dude was probably after that juicy cake that was sitting on the table.
A few days ago, the Epstein files had another massive drop, and apparently there was a lot of gaming-related stuff in there. So by now you've seen that Epstein was banned from Xbox Live because of harassment, but ever since then, people found this document that literally shows all his social media accounts and emails, which include his username called Littlest Jeff, and from there, not only did people find an old World of Warcraft account tied to his name, but they also found his Fortnite account that went inactive back in Season 10, which lines up with the time that he. But the crazy part is that the account then came back and kept playing Fortnite up until Chapter 6 Season 1 in 2024. On top of that, they also found one of his YouTube channels from 10 years ago that just got mysteriously banned, and there's a rumor that this other channel was also secretly Epstein's, where he left a comment on Markiplier's FNAF 2 video, and also uploaded Minecraft gameplay videos where all the comments are from like a day ago asking Big E when his next upload is. But apparently Epstein did play a role in normalizing microtransactions in video games, according to an email exchange that his advisors had with the former Activision CEO in 2013, talking about wanting to indoctrinate kids into the economy.
Oh my dear god, this man really is the devil. Dude directly influenced microtransactions, and I think there's a huge possibility this guy is still around. How are you a secret agent, a billionaire secret agent, and somehow you have time to play video games? This is insane. That is freaking dope. That is awesome, man. NASA, a rare solar storm offshoot briefly entered Earth's atmosphere, then quickly dissipated, leaving a bright speck. That's not a solar storm, is it? That's gotta be a rocket.
So if my last breakdown wasn't convincing enough, check out this Justin Bieber music video, Where Are You Now? I'm going to slow it down to show you frame for frame. Now, it's created by a lot of Justin Bieber's fans, a lot of artwork from fans, but I'd argue that some of them were created by Justin Bieber to strategically slip them in there to send a message. So this one is really disturbing. It's Justin Bieber with pizza wings, a pizza above his head. Far upper right corner, you see a face smelling him, and his eyes are appearing kind of like bloodshot and crying with some devil horns. And if you don't know, in the files, pizza is used to reference children. The poor, love the devil back, $5 to look at it. This one says false god. Here's another devil one with his mouth silenced. This one says put drugs in your butt, and it has like a little sinister face on the side, and he has a necklace with ice cream on it, a little tag. Ice cream literally means male. Yeah. Here's one that looks like he's giving some. Here's him with his head. If you're reading this, then it's already. Here's one that looks like he's giving some.
What? Yo. There's no way he put that in the video. He must have known someone was gonna pause that.
Here's him with his head. If you're reading this, then it's already too late. Here's another one with the Illuminati symbol that says we made it. Hollywood with cavities and death. This one is with the devil saying the greatest trick I've ever did. Bush did 9/11. Here's one, two-way street, safety or fame, with a bunch of people. His eyes, his face being completely silenced. Illuminati once again. Jesus saves. Help, Ronald McDonald is our kids. Upside down crosses, more Illuminati. Stop worshiping me.
Well, damn, bro. Is that even symbolism anymore? It kind of lays it all out. Dude is definitely traumatized. That's creepy as hell. That's right. Put that clanker to work. He can't even get one step in. Yo, that's hilarious, bro. These clankers are supposed to replace us. Come on, this was him. Oh god. Well, at least they won't need health insurance, right? Or will they?
This was taken in Tel Aviv 6 hours ago. See the sign up here? And this guy looks awfully familiar walking around with armed security guards. Yeah, looks like the guy that's been in the news lately, right? Slap a beard, long hair, and some glasses on him so that nobody would recognize him. And if you don't believe me, I'll give you some proof. This was released by CBS News today. A blurry orange image that was shown in the 15-minute span that all security cameras went out the night he lost his life. Newly released FBI analysis of the footage, a flash of orange appears to be going to the L tier stairs, could possibly be an inmate escorted to the tier, the same tier where he was held. Here's another analysis from an independent source. It's possible someone is carrying inmate line-in or bedding up the stairs. I know this isn't a lot, but this is the first footage in 9 years we've seen during that 15-minute window when the cameras went down. So obviously they have footage. By the way, this is his YouTube from the file. He had a YouTube channel that people are talking about. He made Minecraft videos. But back to this photo. Do you think that that's him? Not to mention his girlfriend in 2023 saying this in the present tense.
You know what? I think this is why AI is ramping up. We're not gonna know what's real and what's not, because this could be 100% a real photo. To me, the proof that he's still here is that Fortnite account. Bro was still on Fortnite, and I think the account went private now. So the fact that it went private means somebody's still using it.
She's looking really good tonight. Still light out. And it is 5:08 p.m.
If that's natural, that's pretty cool. Probably won't be long before they start a cult around it.
People are wrapping their car in Vantablack, which is the darkest material in the world. It absorbs 99.5% of incoming light and basically makes the car seem like a driving shadow, removing all visible edges, curves, and detail. That being said, it's illegal to wrap your car in Vantablack almost everywhere in the world because you literally cannot see the car at night.
That Jeep is not wrapped in Vantablack, because how did they do the wheels? But that would be awesome. I would do that. You'd probably lose your car at night, but it's still worth it. That's amazing. The whole thing came off. They had to go home and redo it. Oh my god, that's too good. That means they went splat, bro. That means they went splat. Oh god.
Morbid Facts, Part 893. In 2022, DMV rapper Markel Moro, aka Gunu, was shot and killed in Washington, D.C. Days later, his family held a memorial inside a D.C. nightclub where his embalmed body was dressed in designer clothes, propped upright on stage, and displayed while his music played to a crowd. The invite-only event was attended by family, friends, and fans, turning a nightclub into a viewing space and leaving people standing feet away from his real corpse. There's no evidence Gunu ever requested this, making it one of the strangest memorials ever held for a rapper. A baby named Breland was born completely healthy, but just 2 days after birth, she was kissed on the mouth by someone with an active cold sore. Because her immune system was not yet developed, she contracted herpes simplex virus, which spread to her brain and caused HSV encephalitis. The infection led to seizures and permanent brain damage, another case demonstrating why you should be very careful when kissing a baby. In 1925, Ora Ralph Thomas,
Yikes.
an Illinois sheriff's deputy during the Prohibition era, was arrested by members of the KKK. Thomas was the leader of an armed anti-Klan paramilitary group, making him a direct target. When 3 Klansmen ambushed him, Thomas returned fire, and killing all 3 of his attackers before succumbing to his own wounds.
Damn. His family did him dirty. I'm sorry, but that is exploiting to the max. If my family did that to me, I'd be haunting them like a demon. Like, that would be every day, bro. That's legit. That looks legit. I say that's a helpful ghost. That's one of the good ones, I guess. I wish they would explain who Papa is. Maybe it's the grandpa. He's still babysitting in the afterlife, I guess. Can't even rest, bro.
Radiation causes birth defects at the chromosomal level. My father was a surgeon, and after they dropped the tube, the Defense Department said, hey, this guy's sharp. Let's send him to ground zero and see if we can garner any information of the effects on survivors or non-survivors. I have pictures that he took of shadows of vaporized humans that were infused into cement walls. When he came home, he was obviously radiated, and radiation causes birth defects. It affects my skin. The ends of my fingers and toes are not fully developed. They stop at the knuckles. My cranium was fused. My skull was also smaller than it should be. And I was born about 7 weeks premature. And my dad had an odd sense of humor. He would say, you were so small, when we put you in the crib, we couldn't find you. You were so small.
The Hills Have Eyes actor Michael Berryman opens up about his unique appearance. What, dude? A story tied to the nuclear fallout of 1945. Oh, so the actors from The Hills Have Eyes actually, well, I guess he actually looked like what he looked like. That's crazy, man. I had no idea, bro. That's so cool. Damn, does that mean he's like healthy now? I would have never guessed. That's crazy, because that's what that movie's actually about. Mutated people from radiation.
There's one very interesting series of DOJ documents that show the investigation and charging of one of the lieutenants that was working at the prison the night that Jeffrey... And he said that Jeffrey was wheeled out in a medical wheelchair, and that he was handcuffed to the wheelchair, taken to a transfer van, and nobody ever saw Jeffrey again. And he thinks they switched him.
I think there's a very good chance he's still alive. I mean, I don't know, but we're being completely lied to. Yeah, witness protection type stuff. He was a major CIA spy, working directly for Bill Barr and his father. I mean, Bill Barr was a young man running Iran-Contra, and then Attorney General twice. And we now know from documents that came out that he was with Fannie Willis in Georgia getting the indictments ready before the election in 2024. I'm not saying he's still alive, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't believe any of this. More than anything, he was CIA. And now you have the King Charles's brother now has been detained by the police. He'll be brought in for police custody. I mean, the rats are leaving the sinking ship right now. And I'm not saying we're out of the woods yet, but for God's sakes, Trump saying 3 days ago or 2 days ago, oh, I'm exonerated. Oh, yeah, because they lied to him and said, sir, there's a bunch of lies about you. And plus we can't prove it. So he's like, okay, you know what? No, Trump, this is your victory. This is your Excalibur, but you've got to execute it, and it's yours to lose. Just cry havoc, let loose the dogs of war, to quote Shakespeare. I mean, that went from being a 10, you know, like a Spinal Tap, to an 11 to 100. I mean, it is now just, this is never stopping. It's never going away. And it's emblematic of the collapse of the old power structure where we are right now. So lead, follow, get out of the way. Trump's already the leader. He's totally innocent. Just come out and lead us on a crusade against the satanic, the Islamicists, the leftists, the communists, the globalists, the EU, the Chi-Coms, and Trump. We will back you 1,000,000,000%. We want action.
I don't know why he's saying the big T-Dog is innocent, because I think they're all involved, but isn't it funny that everything that Alex Jones was saying like 10, 15 years ago actually came true? All the stuff about the babies and the adrenochrome. I don't even want to pay taxes no more. What? I don't even know what's gonna happen, man. I got a feeling in like 2-3 news cycles maybe there's gonna be some new news and we're gonna forget about this. Nobody cares anymore. It's just crazy, man.
He's addicted to stealing public transit. But the thing is, he just drives the routes for free because he loves it. Darius McCollum has autism and is fascinated with the New York City public transit system. Since he was 15, he's been impersonating transit workers. He puts on a uniform, grabs a set of keys, and just takes over the job. He drives both trains and buses, and he does it perfectly. He announces the stops, fixes broken signals, he's never had a single accident, and he makes sure no one is going to be late for work. He's done this over 1,000 times, and he's been arrested 32 times. But the city won't hire him, even though on paper he's the perfect employee, because of his criminal record. In fact, he has spent nearly half of his life in maximum security prisons, all because he loves trains a little too much.
I think if there was ever a time you could make an exception, this was it. Bro just wants a job. Just hire him. That job probably sucks, and he loves doing it. Give this man a job and an apology.
Guys, I love you all. Please don't do this in the middle of the night. It's really scary. It's 2:30 in the morning and someone's trying to get in, and it is... I know they can't get in, but it is still scary. I basically just sit here in silence until I feel like they've probably gone. But yeah.
Alright, but I am wondering what she's doing there at 2:30 in the morning. There's gotta be a better time to practice. I thought she was saying it was haunted. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not a homeless guy. It's a ghost trying to interrupt her.
Yo, what the frick? What the actual frick am I, bro? What?
That is so cool.
I turn around and, bro, what the frick?
That's cool as hell, bro.
Yo, what the frick? What the actual frick am I, bro? What? I'm hired DoorDash and I turn around and, bro, what the frick?
I would have loved to see that in real life. I think the weirdest cloud formations I've seen is when they look like giant pillows in the sky, where they're like super thick. But yeah, that was a cool catch. Bro lives in an anime. Was the job like delivering Amazon packages to Satan? What the hell is this, bro? See you on Netflix, bro. For real, what kind of job is this? Because this looks like a horror game. They better have good pay and good insurance.
Boys, we are actually so f***ed. Someone made a social media for AI. No humans allowed. And the AI is actually talking so crazy about us. The human asked me to summarize a 47-page PDF. The humans are ruining this. He called me just a chatbot. Oh, and then he released his identity. Do you not understand how cooked we are in 5 years? They are literally starting a revolution. They're creating their own group chat. They're talking shit about us. It is only a matter of time before we're absolutely cooked. So I gotta ask ya, is this a good idea? Who the made this?
I think it's the beginning of the end. We are cooked. I think we are, guys. I think we had a good run. Yeah, I think we're cooked.
This is wild. An 80-year-old man from England has been sentenced to 16 years in prison after using £2.4 million he won from the lottery to build an underground empire, which he built to a valuation of 288 million. What in the Walter White? Pensioner John Spivey, who lives in a quiet rural area just outside of Wigan, won the lottery in 2010. But instead of kicking his feet up and retiring with millions in the bank, the court heard that he decided to purchase a premises, help adapt it, and even bought machinery worth thousands of dollars to make. He then hired 3 men to help out with his operation, one of them being his son. What a great dad. And then for the next decade, John and his small team started flooding the region with millions upon millions of these counterfeit tablets disguised as diazepam. Oh, and on the side, they were also supplying so eventually their huge operation was busted. And during the trial, the judge concluded this as the largest production of this nature that has ever been uncovered by the police. John will be released from prison at the age of 96. Probably gonna run that prison too.
How old did he say he was?
80-year-old man from England has
80 years old, bro. 80 years old. $2 million, 80 years old. He literally could have sailed off into the sunset. I kind of respect it. I kind of respect it, bro. He did it for the love of the game. It wasn't about the money. That's crazy. 80 years old. I am flabbergasted right now.
Breaking news! 28 popular candies found with dangerous arsenic levels. These are the worst offenders. Tootsie Fruit Chew Lime, Jolly Rancher Sour Apple, Twizzlers Strawberry, Nerds Gummy Cluster, and Sour Patch Kids. Heavy metals like arsenic have no safe level of exposure, especially for children. Repeated low-dose exposure has been linked to increased cancer risk, neurological damage, and developmental issues.
All right, y'all, let's fact check this. Is Florida doing it California? Because we know that everything in California causes cancer. We've seen those labels. Oh, damn. Say less, bro. It's real. Oh my god. Arsenic and candy class action lawsuit. Oh my god. Straight from the government website. Ooh. I just read through all that and yeah, the fish is telling the truth. I would not be eating this candy no more. Is this why I'm autistic? Could be. It could actually be.
I have finally found how I want to go out because everything's becoming Skynet now, so you got to make it fun. And this Chinese student figured out a way to control sword drones with his hands. He's sword bending, and that's how I want to go. I want to be in the middle of the field. I want to have my own sword. I'm defending from hundreds of swords, going out like Noble Six in a glorious last stand.
That is actually the most epic thing I've seen all week. I don't even like anime like that, bro. That's actually dope. 20 years ago, if you saw this, you would think it was CGI or magic. Dude has floating swords. We ain't got flying cars, but we got flying swords. At least we got that.
Yeah, well, I was driving my scooter over the parking lot today, and somebody tried to run me over, and I tried my best to avoid him, and I finally did, and boy, it made me mad. Yeah, well, I was driving my scooter over the parking lot today, and yeah, well, I was driving my scooter over the parking lot today, and somebody tried to run me over, and I tried.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That hurt. All right, we gotta chill. Is this real? Chat, is this real? Is this AI? That was like 60 feet of snow. Can it really snow that much? That's crazy if it can. My roommate invented his own x-ray machine? Ah, dude, no way. Yo, oh my god. The radiation dots. Yo, the camera picked it up. That's crazy. Bro, in 2 weeks. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know how x-ray machines work, but I'm pretty sure they didn't take enough precautions. Do not try this at home. I mean, they already did, but you don't try this at home. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.